up, man? It's your boy Jay working. I got another quick tutorial for you guys. You should know a little bit about Photoshop, but I'm gonna try to go slow because it's just a small little effect. This is called duotone effect, and as you see, I applied it to this Michael Jordan picture. So I did a little leg work and cutting him out ahead of time just to speed up the time frame. So let's open that up real quick and I'll tell you exactly what I mean by that. So we got this picture of Michael Jordan right here. All the pictures that we gather usually have some type of background that's, with the subject. So we need to cut the subject out of the background using some type of selection tool. My weapon of choice is the pen tool because it gets the most accurate. It's the most accurate tool that you can use to cut him out with. So I already did the liberty of cutting him out. So where is that at? Boom, right there. So I already cut him out. So the easiest way to get the dual tone effect is down in the adjustment layers. Go down in your layers panel down at the bottom to adjustment layer. This is this little icon in the middle. Go down to gradient map. So once you open up gradient map, make sure this on reverse and make sure that you're on the first icon. Why is it like that? So if it's, I don't know which one it is. So it should look like this. So usually dark over here, there's dark tone, light tone over here. If it looks crazy like this, then just hit the reverse and that should fix it, okay? So then double click on this. Gradient editor. And the trick to this is you got this dark side, you got the light side. So usually just make sure you pick a darker tone and a lighter tone in this area. So you click on this little box, open up. Let's grab a darker tone down in this blue. Let's grab this blue. Click OK, and then on the light tone, let's double click on that. Let's get some type of, let's get this kind of pink, bluish color going on. Click OK, click OK again, click OK. So now we need a background here. So back down the same area, adjustment layer, go up to solid color, click OK, pick a color, click OK. Make sure that you put this color underneath him because it's on top now. So just click the layer, drag it underneath so it's at the bottom. Okay, so right now you don't see this red color on this layer is because this gradient map tone is affecting all layers underneath it. So what I did was I clipped this gradient map to my picture by using a clipping mask. So the way to do that is to click on the layer, highlight it so it's blue. Come over here in this little area right here in the corner, right click, and then move down to create clipping mask. And now that's just clipping this gradient map to the image only. So now we need to fix this background to kind of match this color that we chose for him. So what's cool about this color field is we can click on this little color right here. This opens up and we can pick a better color. Kind of like that already. Click OK. So what I did, let's click. I added his initials MJ. So we're gonna do that. Click back on my image. So go to my toolbar, click on my text tool, click once, click M. You can pick any font you want. I like this Boston trunk style. So click OK. So a quick way to scale this up is Command T on your keyboard, hold Shift, grab one of these little anchor points, click and drag it down, drag it up and resize it. I made it kind of dramatic. I kind of had him behind him, on top of him, cutting across, going down his arm. Click OK, boom. So then I had J kind of on top of him. So a quick way that I did that was I just duplicated the M. So keyboard stroke Command J, and that duplicated the M. We got two of them. You can't see it. Let's get the move tool and move it over so you can see. So we got this M copy. Move this over. Grab the text tool. Back on the toolbar. Boom. Double click on the M we just made. Click J. Now we're going to OK that step. Boom. Okay. So now I need this J on top of them. So we're going to drag this J up. So we're in the layers panel right here. I'm going to click and grab the J. So I'm going to click, hold it down, pull it up to the top of the layer, stack in order, and put it on top. Kind of wanted the M bigger than the J. So we're going to just do Edit, Transform, Scale, or Command T. Scale this down to make it a little smaller. Click OK. Kind of want this J kind of touching that M. Right there is kind of coming through. Command T, scale it. Again, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. Bring this down. Click OK. Okay, so the last thing I added was I added some circles and I kind of faded those circles. So what I did was I went to my brush tool, clicked on it. I go up to the options bar, click on this little tick, and make sure I had a hardness up to 100%. Okay, and then I need to make a new layer. So if you get this error, it just means you need to make a new layer. So go down to your layers panel down here at the bottom. This little menu right here, click a new layer. Now you got a new layer. Let's name it. Double click on the word till it turns blue, and let's name this ball. Ball 1. Click enter to OK it, and I come over here. I made sure that if you can adjust the size of your brush up here. If you click this tick, you can move this down and move this up. But a quicker way to do it is to on your keyboard, your bracket keys, the left one makes it bigger, the right one makes it smaller. So I made it sure that it was kind of the same size of the ball. Clicked OK. Click it, so we got this white circle right here. So next I kind of faded it at the bottom by using the eraser tool. So go down to the eraser tool right here, click that, come up here, and make sure that the hardness is at 0. So it's soft. Come down at the bottom and I kind of like faded it a little bit. So then I kind of changed the color of it too. So just right click, go over here to blending options, click that, and move this over so you can see your color. And I think I did a color overlay, so I'm gonna click that. I'm gonna click on it and change the color of it because now it's gray. Move this over. You can pick a color right here, or you can move your mouse over into the picture and you get this little eyedropper, which is a sample. And I'm gonna sample this little light color on them so I can get that to match him. Move this over, click OK. Move that over, click OK. And I duplicated this too. So I had one that was kind of over here or something. Then I had one that was behind him over here. So same thing, the way I duplicated this text is keystroke Command J, which is duplicate, and now we have another ball. Okay, so I moved it behind him and behind the text. So you have to drag this one down underneath him. So it's behind him and behind the M2. So I'm gonna move it underneath again. So it's behind both of those. Okay, and I'm gonna name that ball 2. So we know. Don't be lazy, man. Name your layers. Okay, click OK. Last step I did is I added some texture to it. So I downloaded a texture. So let's open that up. File, open. Kind of have it right here. I'm gonna open that, and I just need to get this on my page, and you just drag this over there. So when you open up layers, they're usually locked. So you can see this little lock right here. You can't move it. This is the move tool. Can't move it. Okay. So you need to double click on that lock, and that unlocks it. Now I can move it. So you just click with your mouse, hold it down, don't let go of your mouse, move up to the tab that you're working on. Your picture will pop up. Drag your mouse down. I didn't let go of it yet, meaning I didn't let go of the mouse button yet. Drag on top of my image. Now let go. So the thing is that I need to have this on the top layer. So I'm going to click my layer and move this all the way up to the top so it's over everything. And I just changed the blending mode up here. This is blending modes. to screen. Boom. So what a blending mode is that these different blending modes have different effects, and it blends this top layer, whatever layer you have, with the layers underneath, depending on the value. So if it's a dark picture, just depending on the combination of pictures underneath, and if this is dark or light. But we just wanted a subtle texture effect on this picture. So I'm gonna go to the opacity and turn this thing way down. We just kind of want it subtle. And that's it, man. Just a couple quick steps, man. Thank you for coming and joining the boy. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. This is the only time I can get this stuff done. So subscribe, like the channel, all of that stuff. Stick around for your boy, man. Good night, man. Peace. I'm going to bed, man. See you tomorrow. Next week, probably. See you, chumps.